So we've been talking about how to write the equations of lines that we would see on a coordinate grid. And specifically, we've been looking at the slope-intercept form of a line, y equals mx plus b. Now, just as a little review, what do the m and the b represent in our slope-intercept form? All right, recall that the slope of the line is given by that value of m. Does the line increase? Does it decrease as we move left to right? How much does it increase? How steep is it? All of that is determined by the value of our slope. Okay? Now, the b then represents our y-intercept. And that tells us where this graph would cross the y-axis. Does it cross in the positive range? Does it cross in the negative range? At 0? Does it cross at all? Okay, so the values of m and b can help us define the appearance of any unique line. So let's take a look at a couple of them right now. So our first line, you'll see increases as we move left to right on the coordinate grid. So we would expect its slope to have a positive value. The line also crosses the y-axis in the positive range, so we would expect the value of b to also be positive. Okay. Now, here's a second line, and this line has something in common with the first. Okay. What is it in their equations that would be identical? Is it the value of the slope, or is it the value of the y-intercept? Okay, in this case, they're both crossing the y-axis at the same point, so we would expect their y-intercept to be the same in both equations. The thing that's going to differentiate these lines then is the value of our slope. Okay? So if the first line has an equation like y equals 1/2 x plus 3, then the second line might have an equation that's similar but with a slope of 2. Now, let's take another look at this, and what happens if we start with that same first line, but now we add a second line that has the same slope. It's increasing at the same rate as we move left to right. What's going to be different in the equation of our lines? So the slope is going to be the same. The thing that will differentiate these two equations is the y-intercept. So again, if the first line has an equation with a y-intercept of positive 3, our second line might have an equation with a y-intercept of negative 7. So it's crossing the y-axis down in the negative range. All right, there's a quick review of slope-intercept form. We'll continue with another quick review in our next video.